Nagaland Police Law Authority bra black market te rupees 199 crore la dam thaka drug dhurise koigna Wednesday de janai dise press conference ekta bra. Nagaland la Director General of Police Rupen Sharma bra ta khan Nagaland ke kinaka drug free banawale koshish kuri ase ito upor janai dise. Ta koise NDPS cases khan de manu involved thaka khan ge dhuribole nimide technology khan chulai gina alag state law de kam kuria result bhal ani ase. Ito saal January 1 bra इत्या तक 318 केसेस रजिस्टर हुई और 456 मनुगे ito upor dhurigina ase kuise. Nagaland Police pra aro civil society organizations khan la madad loigina community khan ke policing de participate kurule rasta khulaise. Jani paise angami youths aro students organization khan bra police ke madad dibole yakin dilai gina ase. Takhan sabut jama kurule nimide independent witnesses khan dibo aro galti kuria khan ge saza paule nimide madad dibole koigina thaka janaise. पुलिस प्रा पब्लिक खान गे भी मदद दीगना होशियार था बोले कुछ ट्रैफिकर्स खान मानु खान गे झुकाईगना ताखान गे ड्रग्स खान धुरबुली दिया आसान से कुछ
We thought that we have achieved some significant successes and milestones, so we should brief you about what has been happening in the war against drugs. If I would just invite your attention firstly to the screen, where among the multiple modus operandi which the criminals are using, we are showing you one which was being used by sort of a network of traffickers to transport the drugs. Amit, can we play this?
Sir.
Yeah, we'll just play this. It's a short video. So this is a bolero, where in the back light of the bolero, they would take out the backlight indicators, and if you see how much time it just takes about 2 minutes to do the entire job. So they take off this backlight, the back indicators, there is a cavity inside, and they would thrust the showcases of contrabands. It could be anything. We know it is narcotics, but any other criminal could also be using it for transportation of weapons or anything also. So it's a big cavity inside. They will keep, if you look at it, they'll put the showcases inside. On a conservative estimate, both sides indicators put together, they would carry about 30 showcases in one trip. Which is about 300 gram in one trip, minimum of 300 gram. So we are not taking into account other means which they would develop, like false cavities and all in the vehicles in other places. So the entire thing, opening and closing of the indicators would take about 2 minutes. We just wanted to brief you about one particular case. There have been multiple developments in Nagaland on the narcotics front. In one particular case that we are investigating, this is about Kohima DF Zubza police station. Initially we got 2 accused persons travelling in 2 different vehicles. The first vehicle was apparently an escort. I will not take any names because of the ongoing investigation, but I will give you the facts. The first vehicle was apparently an escort vehicle. He was not carrying anything. He was detained. The second vehicle was caught. It had 90 showcases, which is about 1100 grams roughly. They were brought to the police station for further interrogation and investigation. So I just wanted to tell you what is the change that is taking place now. Earlier, in most of our cases, it would only be the criminals who are carrying the drugs who would be caught and booked for the cases. Now we have started investigating and going into greater lengths, the chains up and down, everywhere. So we got these 2 people. Sustained interrogation and investigation has taken place. It's been a month now, exactly a month. In fact, they were caught on 13th, I think. So it's a month of ongoing investigations. Initially, both of them, they tried to act funny. the person who was carrying the drugs, he said he is carrying. The other person said he is not involved. So sustained interrogation and other confrontation with other evidence and witnesses revealed that the other person is also involved. Both of them were aware what was happening. So they tried to weave stories around the entire things. First time Amakhan Korea say, next time. Every time it is not less than 75 to 80 boxes of heroin. Their bank records revealed initial transactions of about 6 to 7 crore rupees. So this 6 to 7 crore rupees is important because of the purchase price involved. Okay, 6 to 7 crore rupees looks very small, but if you look at the purchase price of this of the drugs in Manipur or wherever it is coming from, on an average it is about 10,000 rupees per soap case. So about 10,000 rupees per gram roughly, 1,000 rupees per gram if you take it. So if you divide 6 crore rupees by 1,000 rupees, you will come to the number of kilograms in there. So about 60 kilograms, 50 to 60 kilograms of drugs have been transported by just one network in the past 1 year. And we think that there will be multiple such networks. I'm not going into the market value, the street value of the drugs that is being circulated to you with a separate press note. We are going to be handing over to you in a soft copy. All drug seizures in Nagaland currently, including these psychotropic substances, opium and other, ganja and others, are about 190 crore rupees for this year. What is interesting is that in this, it's an ongoing operation. We have arrested 12 people in this particular case from across Nagaland, Manipur and Assam. We have also found links of the drugs being transported as far away as West Bengal, Bihar and UP. There is one particular instance of one person saying that a turbaned man, some Singh, had been transporting drugs. We are yet to actually confirm the person. But if that is true and if our assumption is true, then it is possible that the drugs may have been going even to the Punjab and Haryana side. Okay, so it's a presumption as of now. We know that there is a Singh involved with a turban. So a Singh involved with a turban can be anywhere, but we think it may be Punjab, so we are on the job. So it's an interstate network. We are currently coordinating with police forces of Manipur, Assam, West Bengal, and due course also with Bihar and UP to get the other criminals. We have received excellent support from the public and some of the civil society organizations and NGOs. In particular, we are thankful to the Angami Public Organization and the IO for associating with the investigation as witnesses, as being witnesses to seizures or to panchnamas and other things, the legal procedures. I think what the Angami Youth Organization has done is showing the path to the other NGOs of Nagaland that to take law into your own hands, allow the police to do its job, help police wherever it is required. I think this is what is required more in Nagaland. Besides this, small other information. These are not figures since the last press conference. This is all cumulative figures. These are cumulative figures. So 49 personnel are involved. 8 have been dismissed. Last time it was 7. Now after the process has been followed, it is 8. Departmental inquiries have been going on at a very advanced stage of completion. We expect before Christmas a few more punishments to be given. But it is not just that our own policemen are involved. Criminals are criminals. They don't have a job, they don't have a caste or a creed or a religion. Sad to say this, but we have had instances of at least 3 government servants of other departments having been arrested by the police. So I'm not saying this for any other reason, but just to make sure that people understand that it is not just police officers who are under the scanner or police personnel. Anyone who is committing a crime, is involved in a crime, is under the scanner, whether he is a government servant or a civilian. Okay, so currently the provision in the law that addicts and for small time consumers, if they make a full disclosure to the police, they can be given the relief that they may not be arrested. But that relief is dependent on a full disclosure by them of where they are buying the drug from and to whom they are selling it. If you don't come to us and make a full disclosure, we reach you, you are in trouble. Because obviously you have some malintention in not going to the police. So it's my request to the general public in Nagaland, friends, well-wishers, family members of those who take drugs, please reach out to us, inform us. Your little bit of help to us will help us in dismantling a bigger network, because the beginning that Nagaland police needs to make in every case, you will help us to make that beginning by furnishing us information about your family members who take drugs. I am not sure about the exact figures, but I think we have retained almost 16 to 17% under preventive detention under NDPS Act, and more such detention will be done in due course to deter the people who are involved in the trafficking. On another positive note, we have installed a machine for chemical and forensic analysis of the narcotic drug samples. The machine is installed, it's only that some chemicals which are required for the testing, they have to be imported from outside, so those chemicals are not yet there. So hopefully we should be able to start the work very soon for the analysis, because why this is important is because if the samples of the drugs are not chosen, sometimes the accused take recourse to bail because of that. Okay, that they're not sure, nobody's sure what drug is it, but hopefully we should be able to do it. Meanwhile, we are taking help from other FSL labs, whether it is in Guwahati or in Chandigarh or in Manipur for doing this. So, but hopefully by the new year we should be up and running ourselves, so we should not be dependent on others. I think this is it. There are some administrative requirements which we have been taking up with the government, which hopefully will help us in better fighting the drug menace in Nagaland. Again, a request and appeal to the public to share information about peddlers or users or traffickers that you know. It will help us a lot. As I have been saying, there is a reward scheme which is instituted, so we will be very lavish in giving rewards for anyone who shares information about the peddlers or consumers or traffickers or their associates. Another cautionary thing, while there are traffickers and consumers, there are other associates and conspirators also, the abettors of crimes, who may be doing it. Some of them are actually involved in the entire process. They know consciously what they are doing. So they are associates with an intent. There are others who sometimes get trapped into this entire drug trafficking network because they are made fools of, and then they don't know how to get out of it. My request to the public is, don't allow your mobile phones to be used by unknown persons or even your own persons unless you know what is happening. Don't allow your bank accounts to be used for transfers of money, whether it is inbound money transfers or outbound money transfers. Don't allow your vehicles to be used for hire or rent or for sending things to other places. Don't allow your drivers to take your vehicles without your permission, without your knowing it, because the vehicle will get caught and you will lose that vehicle. Don't allow people or even relatives of your own to keep bags or things or suitcases in your houses or premises because they could contain drugs. I'm not wanting to share, to send sort of a phobic reaction in the society, but I'm telling you this can happen. These are all things which have been happening. People will come to your house, keep a bag and say, I'll come and take it tomorrow. And the police will catch it from you, you will also be arrested. Okay, the person who has kept it may be arrested later on, but you will have to go through the trauma of getting arrested for probably no fault of yours. You don't even know. Someone taking a place in your house to keep some packets, please be sure what it is being used for, what are the things being kept. From friends or associates for no reason. Nobody is doing charity in this world. If they are doing it, they are not telling you what they are doing, but they actually know what they are doing. They will give you money. Hello, Pitu, gari tate pulchai dibi, 5,000 dibo. Kun manu bhi 5,000 na dete, gari dusra jaga chhadi bole. So please don't get into the trap. Sooner or later you will realize what is happening. Another request is, if you have been involved in something in the past unknowingly and you discover later on that it was wrong, please come and help us. I give you an assurance that unless you have been involved knowingly, we will not take action against you. We will take a very considerate view on how you were trapped. We know this because there's an ongoing case where a person was asked to take some gifts somewhere